Indiana's booming defense industry, getting national attention and billions of dollars in investment. We'll tell you how the Hoosier State is quietly emerging as one of the nation's fastest growing defense and aerospace hubs. Plus, Toyota Material Handling's big bet in Columbus will take you inside a new $100 million manufacturing facility and a new made in Indiana medicine that could change the way we fight the flu. The first patients now testing a cutting-edge influenza treatment. Inside Indiana Business is next.
From Indiana's business news leader, this is IBJ Media's Inside Indiana Business with Gerry Dick, presented by Elevate Ventures, Indiana University, LIUNA, and the Indiana Association of Realtors.
Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gerry Dick. Over many decades, Indiana has built a reputation as a manufacturing powerhouse. And today, that expertise is being applied to some of the nation's most critical defense needs, from aircraft engines and missile systems to advanced electronics, autonomous technologies, and next-generation weapons. And the nation is noticing. A ranking of nearly 400 U.S. metro areas from site selection firm Global Location Strategies places the Indy metro area at number 10, the Fort Wayne area at number 11 among the hottest markets in the nation for defense and aerospace investment. Indeed, it appears as though Indiana's defense economy is moving from a hidden strength to a national strategic asset. Indiana has long been known as a manufacturing state. Now that manufacturing expertise is positioning the state as one of the nation's emerging defense and aerospace powerhouses.
The trend in defense and aerospace right now is to make selections really based on manufacturing capability. So it's excellent and it's very important to have ideas and innovation, but the areas, the metros that are winning contracts now can manufacture, they can do it in volume, and they can manufacture very high technology products.
Increasingly, Indiana is not just designing the future of defense, it is building it. Rolls-Royce in Indianapolis has a long history as a designer and manufacturer of military propulsion systems, landing billions of dollars in military contracts to keep some of America's most important aircraft flying. From the V-22 Osprey and C-130 transport fleet to the future B-52 bomber and next-generation Army aircraft. L3Harris Technologies in Fort Wayne is one of Indiana's most significant space and defense technology operations, specializing in sensors, space-based systems, intelligence, and missile warning technology. The Fort Wayne operation already positioned as one of the companies that could benefit significantly from the U.S. government's Golden Dome missile defense initiative. The buzz around Indiana's defense sector viewed as a positive for attracting the talent needed to make it happen.
This really helps put a spotlight on the great work that's already going on, and I think really highlights the acceleration and the recent wins that we've had, in particularly at L3Harris, but also some of our peers in the local market have as well.
And industry observers say the growth opportunity for Indiana's defense and aerospace sectors is significant.
Even though Indiana has 50,000 people currently working in defense, it's actually a relatively small percentage of our manufacturing base, so we have room to grow. So it's about 13% of our manufacturing output. So we have a lot of room to grow. So as the federal government is looking at places to invest, they see lots of runway, lots of growth potential here. We're nowhere near maxed out. So I think it just signals great things for the future.
And when you talk about opportunity for growth, attention turns to southern Indiana. Naval Weapons Station Crane, the anchor of Indiana's rapidly expanding defense innovation ecosystem. It's home to the world's third largest naval installation. Crane covers, get this, more than 64,000 acres in Martin, Greene, and Lawrence counties, and employs nearly 4,000 scientists, engineers, and technicians focused on advanced manufacturing, microelectronics, cybersecurity, and support for electronics and guidance systems, including the Navy's Triton submarine-launched ballistic missile program. Crane is a magnet that has attracted a planned national security industrial hub and Munitions campus in Bloomfield that was recently expanded to include some 1,500 acres in nearby Bloomfield. The project expected to attract some $600 million in private investment, ultimately create thousands of jobs. And joining me now is the American Center for Manufacturing and Innovation Properties CEO, Dave Dowell. And Dave, thanks for taking the time to join us.
My pleasure.
I want to talk about this project because it is substantial. But first, your take on Indiana as a defense hub and really getting a lot of national attention, the potential here. What do you see happening in Indiana?
Look, Indiana competes extremely well nationally because it offers an unusual combination of proximity to the mission customer, a deep manufacturing culture, available land, strong logistics, and a competitive operating environment.
Let's talk about this project and give people an idea of what it is. It's expanded recently to include 1,500 acres in Bloomfield. It is the American Center for Manufacturing and Innovation, a hub that includes a munitions campus. What can people expect to see in southern Indiana?
The current project continues to develop. We have a large anchor tenant that's been announced, Prometheus Energetics. They're taking 700 acres of the campus. Along with that, we've announced two additional tenants that are coming alongside them. And we have significant other interest from tenants alongside, all supporting the mission of Crane Energetics.
You mentioned Prometheus Energetics as the anchor tenant for this major development. When you announced the increase in the geographic footprint of the project, you also announced some additional companies that have committed to the project.
That's correct. Spinner, North America, and iRocket.
What is the attraction? Is Crane that magnet that's really attracting this investment and this big project?
I think it's part of it. Generally speaking, when we build one of our campuses, and this is one of many, we are looking for that center of gravity to help drive demand. That center of gravity is twofold here. We have Crane, which obviously is the largest center of gravity in this part of the state. And now that we've announced Prometheus Energetics taking a large role at the campus, they bring their own gravity to the project as well.
All right, you broke ground in February. You're doing moving ground right now. As you look at the potential investment-wise, the government's invested some money in there. You expect a lot of private investment, but investment-wise and jobs-wise, what's the anticipation?
We believe this is going to catalyze approximately $600 million of private investment, which is roughly 8 times the amount of the federal award that that ACMI Federal, our sister company, is putting to the project. In addition, you're talking thousands of jobs on the construction side as well as the operations side once it's complete.
Final question for you, kind of look into the crystal ball. You don't know yet, a lot of unanswered questions, obviously. But as you look down the road, to give people an idea, 10 years down the road, what do you envision, or what would you anticipate if things go well, seeing in southern Indiana around Crane with this project?
Well, there's significant land, and this 1,500 acres we feel will be fully developed well before then, and so I would anticipate and expect a larger ecosystem of advanced manufacturing companies in national security focused around this area. We intend this hub to be the center of a larger sort of regional hub for this type of work.
Potential for transformational change in southern Indiana, to be sure.
Absolutely.
Dave Dowell is the CEO at ACMI. And Dave, appreciate you taking the time. I know we'll be talking more in the future. Thank you.
Much appreciated.
All right. Well, more big news in Indiana's manufacturing space this week. Toyota Material Handling of North America christening its new $100 million electric forklift manufacturing facility in Columbus. The company says the big investment created some 140 new jobs.
We're building 8 forklifts a day. In a couple of months, we'll be building 24 forklifts a day. And the ramp up is tremendous because we are capable and ready to build 100 forklifts a day if we need to.
If a customer wants a solution, they want it when they need it. They can't wait. So we're able to gear up our delivery and our delivery of what they want much easier with this investment.
Major investment in Columbus. When we come back, technology that started in a Purdue University lab could help with a global health challenge. The drug is now in a phase 2 trial across the globe. Kylie Valletta here with details on that story and more in the business of health.
West Central Indiana is essential to Indiana's future. Join IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the state of Indiana to explore regional growth Thursday, August 13th in Terre Haute for Innovate West Central Indiana, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Featuring Governor Mike Braun and business and community leaders, join us at the Indiana State University Holman Center Thursday, August 13th in Terre Haute. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress. From the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures.
The challenges are real.
Type 2 diabetes rising
Small
faster
businesses
among
need help.
Alzheimer's cases rising as population.
Solutions. They said it'll never happen.
It's too hard. Nothing will change.
Can't compete.
You'll never solve it.
And we said, watch us.
Well, the seasonal flu is in the crosshairs of a Purdue-based startup as it takes a big step toward destroying the virus that has plagued humankind for generations. It also represents the continuation of Dr. Phil Lau's legacy as his discoveries continue to move forward. Business of Health reporter Kylie Valletta here now with more. Kylie.
Well, that's right, Gary. Based in the Purdue Research Park in West Lafayette, Eradivir gets its name from eradicate, and that's its mission for influenza. The biotech startup has marked a big milestone, giving its drug, called EV25, to the first flu patients in a second phase 2 study in Bangladesh. But the biotech has a strong U.S. focus, aiming to treat people here with influenza, even late in the bug's progression, unlike current medicine. EV25 takes a new approach, tagging the infected cells so your own immune system can come destroy them and remove the virus from your body. Eradivir is based on one of the many discoveries made in the lab of prolific scientist Dr. Phil Lau, who founded 7 companies during his time at Purdue. He passed away earlier this year.
Phil Lau impressed me. Many people, when they're successful, quit and go sit on a beach, right? They've got their money. Phil, it was never about money. He gave away his money as fast as he got it. All he would ask us to do is help him get these technologies to actually help people. We all feel motivated to work even harder, to try to make sure this legacy goes forward, that the technology actually helps and benefits people.
The Bangladesh study aims to clear the way for the larger final trials the FDA will need for approval. The biotech says it's ideal testing ground because it's one of the most densely populated countries in the world, and it's flu season there.
That's really for more serious flu cases,
right? These are the cases that knock you off your feet for 2 weeks. It's still a very serious problem in the U.S. Just last season, 45,000 people in the U.S. died from the flu, and this can be used late in the flu. Right now, Tamiflu can't do that. You got to get there in 48 hours. So this is a big step forward, and they're hoping for the best.
All right. Thanks as always, Kylie. Yep. Well, Colts camp is an opportunity for the team to prepare for its preseason opener, August 13th. Also a chance for the broadcast team to prep for kickoff. Matt Taylor is back as the voice of the Colts for a 9th season. He joined our Dave Calabro for the latest episode of the Playmakers podcast.
Hi, everybody. Can you believe it? It's finally here. Football season is almost here. The Colts are back at training camp. My guest on Playmakers is this man, Matt Taylor, the voice of the Indianapolis Colts. How are you? You ready to get busy, right?
I'm so ready for football to be here and have something to look forward to every Sunday.
So we blocked out last year, right?
Yeah.
And we're focused on this year. Right, we're going to think about the first half of the season.
Oh, yeah. Got him wide open. See ya. Nice.
Is that what you're predicting this year? We're going to see the team that we saw for the first 8 games last year?
I think the belief is the Colts can be more like the 8-2 Colts, leading the AFC South, tops in the conference, going big on that trade for Sauce Gardner at the trade deadline. I think that's who the Colts can more be in 2026 than the team that obviously dealt with a lot of injuries and went 0-7 down the stretch.
That's it, 1-7. That's it, 1-7.
Daniel Jones is going to be okay. He had Achilles surgery. You think he's going to be fine?
I think he's going to be out there week 1. I mean, barring something really unforeseen. I think health-wise, he's going to be pretty close to the guy that he was. Now, the biggest thing is just him checking off those final couple of boxes to find the explosivity, the side-to-side, in the pocket mobility, things that he's going to need on a week-in, week-out basis. But will he be able to pose as many threats into opposing defenses this year as he did last year? That's a big storyline.
Well, there's so much to talk about. He's my guest on Playmakers. Good luck to the Indianapolis Colts. Check out the podcast. The Colts, they're going to the Super Bowl this year, right?
You said it.
Come on, let's set the bar high.
Well, Purdue has a new athletic director. The Boilermakers this week hiring Rice AD Tommy McClellan. In addition to Rice, McClellan has served as athletic director at McNeese State and Louisiana Tech and comes to West Lafayette with a reputation as a big fundraiser. As Vanderbilt's deputy AD, he led what was the largest athletic fundraising campaign in school history. He succeeds Mike Babinski, who will be retiring at the end of the year. Well, as students are heading back to colleges across the state, one Northwest Indiana university is taking a different approach to the traditional campus tour.
It's also very unique. It's not something that exists really anywhere else, and there's just a lot of excitement.
How a video game is also being viewed as a way to help prospective students find their career path. That's next.
The real estate market is always changing. Working with a realtor means staying a step ahead. Here's a housing update from your Indiana Realtors.
Listings dipped by 2% compared to last May, as leading indicators were dampened by rates over 6.5% and climbing economic and global risk. Pendings still ended the month up 4% year over year. Sales continued to build pace, ending at 5% up year over year. We averaged almost 16,000 available homes through May. Inventory grew, but the growth rate fell from 14% to 12%. Prices are up 5% year over year, a little faster price growth than we've seen in recent months. Half of listings are under contract in 2 weeks, but this is climbing. New contracts are trending down over recent weeks, which bodes poorly for June sales totals. 42% of listings have dropped their price, and this rate is climbing.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. The Laborers International Union of North America. We are LIUNA.
Richards, get in the game. We're getting pickled here. And they're crushing our loan business, too.
But this Lake City Bank team seems nice. They offer small business loans from your phone.
We have that, too.
You can even speak to a real live banker.
You guys good? No one needs to talk to a person anymore.
I like people.
Nice game. Come by the branch anytime.
They have branches?
Friendly business loans. Apply online with SwiftLend or visit real human bankers at your local branch.
For 250 years, America has been swinging big. It's a tradition passed down from generation to generation.
It is an Indiana tradition unlike any other. The Indiana State Fair has begun a 15-day run. The fairgrounds transformed into one of the state's largest annual gatherings, showcasing Indiana agriculture, youth, food, entertainment, and innovation, and all 92 counties. It also packs an economic punch, estimated at more than $30 million in direct economic impact for the Indianapolis economy. Beyond the numbers, the Indiana State Fair is a Hoosier tradition that spans generations and represents a shared sense of identity.
It's just a special place, Gary, and I get emotional sometimes when I talk about it, but there's just nothing quite like it that brings Hoosiers from all across the state, all walks of life, and it brings that urban and rural together like nothing else, right? We're going to have 600,000 square feet of barns filled with livestock while people are milling about outside, riding rides and eating food and being entertained. But it's that urban rural connection, that connection to our history of promoting agriculture and still being able to be that conduit for our agricultural community and the general public today is just really important.
The Indiana State Fair dates back to 1852, and in that time has not been held just 3 times. Get this, because of COVID, World War II, and the Civil War. And you can learn a lot more about the fair in my conversation with State Fair Commission Executive Director Ray Allison on the Business and Beyond podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. Valparaiso University embracing technology to give people an opportunity to explore campus without ever leaving home. The video game Valpo Future Quest launched this week. Students, faculty, and staff spent a year developing the game, which allows users to learn about the student experience and campus offerings. There's also a series of questions designed to help identify potential career paths and corresponding academic programs. Designers focused on making the campus buildings and interactions within the game authentic.
If you want to walk around and you want it to actually feel kind of like a campus, you have to have people walking around. And so they're like, well, we could throw in, students and professors. Well, what if we add Beacon and Blaze? Well, what if we add President Conkle kind of as someone greeting you? And so it sort of just blossomed and bloomed from there.
Valpo Future Quest is free to play anytime online. To Southwest Indiana now, where a new custom plastics compounding operation is launching in Evansville. Qualis Engineered Plastics was formed by a local investor group with experience in plastic compounding and molding. Production expected to start soon, and the new venture expected to create about 30 jobs in its first 5 years of operation. One of the world's largest ag processing and food ingredient companies has selected its oilseed processing facility in Frankfort as one of 4 locations for upgrades. ADM did not disclose the amount of the investment, but the project includes major storage improvements and multiple equipment upgrades. The work expected to be complete in late 2028. While Matcha is getting the green light from fans across the state, Trendiana is up next.
We are bringing the power of this to this with a new IBJ Media app. For the first time ever, you'll be able to get the Indiana Lawyer, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indianapolis Business Journal all in one place wherever you go. All across the state of Indiana, IBJ Media provides the news you need to know, and we're doing it now directly to your phone. To be a part of this, you can find it on your favorite app store. Just search IBJ Media.
The challenges are real.
Type 2 diabetes rising faster among adults.
Alzheimer's cases rising as population.
Solutions.
They said it'll never happen.
It's too hard. Nothing will change.
Can't compete.
You'll never solve it.
And we said, watch us.
Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress. From the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures.
The real estate market is always changing. Working with a realtor means staying a step ahead. Here's a housing update from your Indiana Realtors.
Listings dipped by 2% compared to last May, as leading indicators were dampened by rates over 6.5% and climbing economic and global risk. Pendings still ended the month up 4% year over year. Sales continued to build pace, ending at 5% up year over year. We averaged almost 16,000 available homes through May. Inventory grew, but the growth rate fell from 14% to 12%. Prices are up 5% year over year, a little faster price growth than we've seen in recent months. Half of listings are under contract in 2 weeks, but this is climbing. New contracts are trending down over recent weeks, which bodes poorly for June sales totals. 42% of listings have dropped their price, and this rate is climbing.
Well, it is Matcha mania across Indiana as searches for the drink continue to rise on Yelp. Brittany Smith is poring over the data from Recess Social in Indianapolis. Brett?
Welcome to Recess right here in Indianapolis. This is one of the top spots in the state for matcha fans. And as we see on Yelp Trends data, matcha teenies, ceremonial matcha, all things matcha are on the rise. And this is the spot to check it out. So we're going to go inside and find out what all the fuss is about.
The matcha comes from the matcha cold foam.
I'm here with Molly, the founder of Recess. Molly, can you lead us through, for those who might be new to matcha, what to expect?
Well, matcha is a stone ground green tea. So you're basically taking in the entire ground versus like steeping a green tea. It has a bold, earthy, but also creamy taste. If it's prepared well and you have a good matcha, it should be very delicious.
I think one of the things that makes you all stand out the most is that you're actually sourcing, you're actually making the matcha. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, we are excited not only opening our cafe space Recess, but we have started our own brand as well. So we are actually importing our matcha directly from Japan, and basically as soon as we put in our order every week, the leaves are ground and sent directly to us. So it's actually like a straight flight from like Uji to Indianapolis. We have a matcha latte, we have matcha. We also will do things like matcha lemonade. I love to come up with drinks kind of on a whim, and that's why we have a lot of signature drinks pop up for a short time. People get really excited about those. We've had a carrot cake matcha latte that we only did for one weekend. Definitely our best seller, no matter what type of twist I put on it, is our banana-based matcha lattes.
Here's the reading rainbow.
A lot of the reviews talk about the atmosphere, how welcoming your staff is.
My co-founder and I both really wanted a place that we would like to hang out at and be at, and that really felt like a mixture of us. We have a lot of people say that it's like coming into someone's house, and it honestly basically is. A lot of these things came from our house.
And also for those who maybe aren't matcha drinkers or had it yet, you also have coffee, food. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit more about that too?
We love cold brew, we love matcha, so we have fun making signature drinks out of cold brew. Food-wise, we are lucky enough, we've been able to work with some really great places around town, including Three Dolls Bakery, and then we also work heavily with Coach Coffee.
Thank you so much for sharing your business with us, Molly.
Yeah, thank you.
Here are 4 other highly rated spots throughout the state of Indiana to get your matcha fix. Blue Mine Coffee in Indy, Hopscotch Coffee in Bloomington, True North Coffee House in New Albany, and Federal Coffee Fine Foods in Terre Haute. Whether you're in Indianapolis or exploring the state, there's no shortage of spots to get your matcha fix. Back to you in the studio.
Great stuff. Thanks, Britt. And that's all the time we have for this edition of Inside Indiana Business. Thanks for joining us. I'm Gerry Dick. Go out and make it a successful week.
West Central Indiana is essential to Indiana's future. Join IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the state of Indiana to explore regional growth Thursday, August 13th in Terre Haute for Innovate West Central Indiana, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Featuring Governor Mike Braun and business and community leaders, join us at the Indiana State University Holman Center Thursday, August 13th in Terre Haute. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate.
Richards, get in the game. We're getting pickled here. And they're crushing our loan business too.
But this Lake City Bank team seems nice. They offer small business loans from your phone.
We have that too.
You can even speak to a real live banker.
You guys good? No one needs to talk to a person anymore.
I like people.
Nice game. Come by the branch anytime.
They have branches?
Friendly business loans. Apply online with SwiftLend or visit real human bankers at your local branch.
We build Indiana. The Laborers International Union of North America builds and maintains roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure that make us the crossroads of America. So thanks to LIUNA members' work, Hoosiers have a better quality of life, like access to utilities, easier routes to jobs, schools, or medical care. We build Indiana for good jobs and stronger communities. the Laborers International Union of North America. We are La Una.